My name is Karim Wahdan. I'm from Cairo, Egypt. I joined Toastmasters back in January 2020, and I've been on and off to multiple meetings and activities. But currently, this is my first meeting in a very long time. I'm very honored to join here and to be the counter and the grammarian for the day, and extremely excited for the speakers and for the meeting today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karim. Thank you. Now we will move on to Toastmaster Tanya. Toastmaster Tanya, can you please open your mic and introduce yourself in 20 seconds? Toastmaster Tanya. Toastmaster Tanya.
My apologies. So what I have to speak?
Okay. Go on.
So may I know the question?
Just introduce yourself.
All right, all right. So hi everyone again. I am Toastmaster Tanaya and I'm currently serving as president of TCS Maitri Toastmaster Club Pune, and I belong to same club where Gopal comes. So he is currently the role player in your club, GE. So he is VP and I am currently serving as the president of the club. So I am a Toastmaster since August 2019. And yeah, I love joining
Wow,
all the
that's
Toastmaster
amazing.
meetings.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanya, for joining us today. Now we will move on to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Gopal.
Okay, so Sagya, just to clarify, do I have to introduce my role also, or just my introduction right now?
No, just your introduction for now.
Okay, okay.
We are just going around to know people.
Cool. No issues. Yeah. So, as introduced by Toastmaster of the day, my name is Gopal. I'm currently working in TCS, TCS as an IT professional. I am the part of club in which Toastmaster Tanaya just introduced is president. That is TCS Maitri Toastmaster Club. My hobbies are to, nowadays it has become to attend Toastmaster meetings globally. And apart from it, I love to do art and craft and all. That's how I spend my weekends. That's all. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Gopal. And it's very good to have you here today. Now I will focus on those who are not playing a role, because like the role players will be introduced later on, okay? As we don't have much time to introduce everyone. So I will call upon Mais. Can you please open your mic and introduce yourself, please? And please stick to the 20 seconds, okay, guys? Thank you. Mais. Mais. Oh, okay. We will move on to the next one. Gandali. Gandali. I'm sorry if I wrongly pronounce your name, okay? Gandali, can you open your mic and introduce yourself, please? Guys, come
It's
on.
Gandhali, I guess. Gandhali is also from my club. Maybe Gandhali, can you open your mic just for a few seconds?
Yeah, just 20 seconds. Just your name,
No
your
issue.
club.
TMOD, you can go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead, I guess. She's
Hi
not in a
Gopal.
comfortable
Okay.
mood. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so now I will ask. Anyone wants to open his mic? We have time for 3 more people to introduce themselves. Anyone?
Nutan here. Hello,
Okay,
everyone.
Norton. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, my name is Nutan, and I'm from Walk the Talk Club, which is in District 92. Basically, I talked to Patricia for, I hope I have taken your name again correct. I talked to her for the speaker slot, and I'm one of the speaker today. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today, and we are very happy to have you here. We cannot wait to hear your speech. Once again, thank you. Anyone else? We have two more people can introduce themselves. Anyone? Any volunteer? Or should I call HP? Can you introduce yourself, please? HP? One more call. HP? Okay, we will move on to the next one.
Hi, Sasha. I'm
MB.
Gandhali.
Oh, finally, Gandhari is back. Okay, thank you. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Uh, Hi, everyone. I am from Gopal's Club. I am from TCS Maitri Toastmasters Club, Pune. And this is my first international meeting which I am going to attend today. And I joined because I saw Gopal is playing a role in this meeting. So I'm very much looking forward to enjoy this meeting and learn something from it.
Thank you, Gandhali, for joining us. We are very happy to have you here through Toastmaster Gopal, our general evaluator. Thank you to be here. Thank you. We will continue. Have one more person who can introduce himself. One more. Anyone want to take the last chance, the last slot? Anyone?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you. Go on and introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you. This is Anikba from Perissos Toastmaster. I will be playing the timer today. I am Ivorian from Cote d'Ivoire. It's been more than 1 year now that I am a member of Perissos Toastmasters Club, but I did not have a lot of time to be joining the meetings every time. So I'm very happy to be able to join this morning. And sorry, today, because of the network, I'm having some issues to connect my camera, but as soon as possible, I'll be joining you so that we can know each other better. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster HP. Thank you for introducing yourself and bienvenue for l'édition.
Merci.
It's good to have someone who speaks French, okay? Thank you. Now we will move on. We will move on without further ado in the most serious part. Today, as you know, the theme of today is start leading. When we hear start leading, I want to share like a story like which will contain three main points. How this pandemic is a huge opportunity, even though we have had so many challenges to face in our lives. People have lost their jobs. Some people, a lot of people have lost their lives. Some people are still in hospitals having problems with their health. And yeah, uh, despite all that, this is a huge opportunity for us, especially as Toastmasters. Before the pandemic, I was not able to be in Malaysia and then attend the meeting in Ghana. But with this pandemic, I'm able to do that. And now we are having people from Egypt, we are having people from India. That's the opportunity that the pandemic brought to us. And we, as Toastmaster, we need to take advantage of that. And the second point I want to highlight is that how people, Toastmasters are being more productive. You know, in the beginning of this pandemic, as Toastmasters, everyone was like, oh, if it is not a physical meeting, I will not be attending. But with time, we saw that this pandemic is not going away. We have to adapt and we have to step up and to meet our goals that we set by joining Toastmasters. And for example, in my club, before the pandemic, everyone was like, okay, doing a speech every month, doing two speeches at most in 2 months, or the whole year, you'll just complete 2 levels. But during this pandemic, everyone is being more surprisingly more productive in my club, and I believe in all the clubs because we are traveling around seeing how other peoples are doing their meetings, how they are motivated to achieve their Toastmaster goal. That's a huge opportunity and an eye-opening that will help all of us to motivate ourselves again and again in our Toastmaster journey. So yeah, in this we need to take advantage of the opportunity we had as Toastmaster, especially during this pandemic with the online meetings. I really hope that all of us will be able to enjoy the meetings all over the world, going to America, to Australia, Asia, Africa, everywhere in the comfort of your own home. Now I'm in my uh, campus, and I'm in the meeting of Ghana. That's the possibility that we got with the pandemic. Next point is I want to highlight the importance of leading as the theme of today. The theme of today is start leading. But even before the pandemic, uh, people are very reluctant to start something. They will say, "Oh, okay, I will do this if I have this, if I have this, if I have this." They will always wait for the right opportunity, the right time, or the right way to do something. But let me tell you guys, there is no right time to do anything. I will share this quote from Arthur Ashe with you. The quote says, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. So today I want everyone to leave this meeting. When we leave this meeting, or even start it now, start where you are. If you have a project, start with the idea you have now about your project. Use the means you have to do what you can do now. Don't wait until you get like more money to start your business or get more ideas. Start with the even if you have only one idea to of the business, start thinking about the idea, start thinking about the processes for you to achieve that idea. Don't wait until the best time comes around, because there is no you will never get that best time or like that appropriate time to start something. So I really hope that all of us will apply this quote from Arthur Ashe by starting where we are now, using what we have, meaning the means we have, to do what we can do now. Don't wait tomorrow. You may not be here tomorrow. So use today to do everything you can now. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with all of you related to today's theme. And in Toastmaster, we all know that it is very important. Uh, the most important part about Toastmaster is the prepared speeches. We all join Toastmaster because we want to hear great speeches, learn from them, hear quotes from all other speakers, see what amount of work they put behind preparing their speeches and to share them with us. So without further ado, we will move to this speaking sessions. Today we have three amazing speakers today. But before that, I would like to introduce our general evaluator for today. Today, our general evaluator is Toastmaster Gopal Mantri. He works as a designer in TCS and serving as VPE for the TCS Metri Toastmaster Club. He is very passionate with helping people, especially in the field of education. He uses his weekends uh, to work with Indian NGOs involved in uplifting education. I would like to again call upon the general evaluator to introduce himself or to say something.
Okay.
Toastmaster
Thank you,
Gopal.
Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for calling me. I would like to refrain from introducing myself again because you have done it so well. I don't know any more points need to be covered. So sincerely, very thankful to you. Now, as a general evaluator, my role is to evaluate every bit of this meeting, how the flow of the meeting goes, how it starts, how it ends, and what values it gives to us as a Toastmaster after attending 1.5 hours or 2 hours of every Toastmaster meeting, which we do usually in a weekend or monthly basis. So that's my job, nothing more. Maybe I can be a villain for someone, maybe I can give some good suggestions for some. So that's it, that's about my role. Apart from it, I would like to announce that I am not alone to general evaluate this meeting. I have two more players with me who will be evaluating different aspects of this meeting. That is the tag team, which we call T for timer, A for our counter, and G for grammarian. Now I would like to call the timer for today's meeting. He is Toastmaster Anik, fond of reading, traveling, shopping, sports, listening to music, what not all. We all like this, right? So Toastmaster Anik, we all resiliate from you to you. Also in charge of communication and privilege embassy of the country, and currently pursuing master's degree in diploma and consular relations. Wants to develop communication and speaking through joining Toastmaster fraternity. I would like to again call Toastmaster Anik. Please describe your role to the timer. Welcome.
Thank you to our general evaluator. So I'll be playing the timer role today. My role as a timer is to monitoring time during prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the times of each participant. This will allow every participant to know whether he has been staying within the time that has been allocated to him. So that next time, maybe if he went over or if he used less time, he will just adjust his speech for the next time. So for instance, for the speakers, who have 7 minutes, at 5 minutes, I will show the green cards. At 6 minutes, I will show the yellow cards. And at 7 minutes, I will show the red cards. And when I show the red card, that means that the speaker may bring his speech to an end. For those of the speakers who have, for instance, like our DTM Patricia, who has 22 minutes for a speech, At 18 minutes, I will show the green cards. At 20 minutes, I will show the yellow cards. And at 22 minutes, I will show the red cards. Also for the evaluators who have 3 minutes, at 2 minutes, I will show the green cards. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show the yellow cards. And at 3 minutes, I will show the red cards. And when I show the red card, that means that the speaker may bring his speech to an end. So this will be my role during this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, timer for the day, to introducing the role very clearly, very properly. Again, I would like to ask, am I very clear and visible?
Yes.
Okay.
GE?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am facing some network issues right now. That's why I would like to confirm it again and again. Sorry for it. Bear with me. And now I would like to call upon the counter and grammarian for today's meeting. He is none other than Toastmaster Kareem. When I asked Toastmaster Kareem to tell about himself, he says that he has been in Cairo Toastmaster team for over 1 year at least, but little on and off. He also loves food very much, like me, I can say. And also, after 5 years, he has guts to change his career. And fun fact about him is, after being a Toastmaster for 1 year, he's attending first meeting of the month. So Toastmaster Kareem, it's 23rd of the calendar month. And why you are attending meetings so after long time? Anyways, we welcome you, Karim. Please explain your role. Explain your role. Over to you.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator Gopal. Hi, everyone. First of all, I want to say that I really love the theme of the day and the theme of the meeting, which is start leading and start doing, which is something that I wanted to do and that I'm doing right now in this meeting by taking a role in a very, very long time to further develop myself and contribute to my personal development, which is something that we all need to do. And Toastmasters is a very big opportunity for us to do through it. All right, so surprisingly today I'm taking two roles, which is a very a very hectic comeback, but I'm up for it. So, so today I'm doing the grammarian and the accountant role. So for the account role, I'm going to be taking notes of the filler words and the pauses that the speakers and the evaluators and any role player that they do in the meeting. Words like long pauses, all of those kind of fillers will be noted. And at the end of the meeting, I will be giving a report for each word per role player. Now, for my second role, the grammarian, I'm going to be taking note of the English language of the people, of the role players, and how is it used. I'm going to take note of any good quotes, any good usage of English language, and also of any misuse of the language itself. And also, as a grammarian, my role is to say announce the word of the day, which is epic. So the word of the day is epic. I will type it also in the chat. Epic means very imposing or impressive, surpassing the ordinary. So I can say that this meeting today will be very epic. It will be very imposing or impressive. Thank you, General Evaluator. Thank you, everyone. Good luck for the speakers. I'm really honored to be part of this meeting today.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Karim. After 1 month, you joined the meeting and you are taking two roles. Definitely, very different. So I would, without any delay, I would like to say that at end of the meeting, I will again come up with my team to present the report for today's meeting. That's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much to our general evaluator and all the role players. You are having an epic team. I cannot wait to hear the report from you guys. So without further ado, we will continue the meeting to the prepared speeches. Today we normally like the general evaluator will introduce the evaluators, but we are having a special guest today, Toastmaster Daniel. Despite his full schedule, he found a time to join us to evaluate our first speaker. So therefore, I will have to introduce Toastmaster Daniel, if he allows me to. Okay. Toastmaster Daniel uh, is a lawyer by profession and a member of the U.S. Embassy Gladiators Toastmaster Club in Accra. He is currently working towards obtaining his Distinguished Toastmasters Award, which is exciting. Toastmaster Daniel, please introduce the project objectives to the audience and to all of us. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be able to join Perissos this morning in this meeting, and a greeting to all of you Toastmasters. Nutan is supposed to deliver a speech to us on leadership styles. So I just want to give you a summary of what our expectations are for his speech. Now, the purpose of the project is for Nutan to identify her own leadership style or other leadership styles as well. So basically what we're expecting from this speech is that she would deliver a well-organized speech about some aspect of leadership style. Now, she may choose to either speak about her own leadership style or talk about leadership styles in general, but she must also tell us what the impact of these styles are. Now, regarding the structure of the speech, she may choose to give us what we call a humorous speech, or the speech may be informational, or basically she may choose whatever style she's comfortable with. So I believe that those are the parameters that set out what Nutan is supposed to be achieving for her project today. So I wish you the very best, Nutan, as you deliver your speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Daniel, for clarifying us on what the project will be about. So without further ado, I will introduce. I can see that Toastmaster Norton is excited, but please give me the time to introduce you, okay? Yeah. Toastmaster, our first speaker for today is Toastmaster Norton. She is a triple crown, two times Toastmaster of the Month, and Gold Pioneer Award winner, which is epic. When I saw that, I was, oh my God, really? That's my dream right there. So I'm very excited and I cannot wait to hear your speech. Continuing, she cares a lot about making her parents proud and happy every day, even with the little things, because sometimes we overthink. But for her, she just do the little things to make her parents proud, which is very great. And she also has a master of technology in computer science, and she joined Toastmaster as most of us to improve her public speaking skills and confidence in her everyday conversations uh, in life. So, Toastmaster Newton. No, leadership is an art. Toastmaster Newton. Toastmaster Newton, leadership is an art. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Newton.
Thank you, TMOD. Am I audible and visible enough? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Nutan. Before proceeding to talk about my leadership styles, I would like you to ask a few questions. Please feel free to unmute yourself and tell me what is a leadership according to you. Please feel free to unmute yourself.
Empathy. Leadership is empathy.
Okay. Okay, and I want to know what all are the different kind of bosses you guys have faced. Anyone?
Oh, imposing, like do.
Okay. So, effective leaders are not only excellent communicators but also display a high level of personal integrity. They are open minded, optimistic, and lead by example. We all are like the eight legged spider that walk on eight different leadership styles. However, unlike the spider, each one of us has one dominant leadership style. And to me, it's effective communication. Today, I will tell you how I understood my leadership style. I have worked in three different companies: Strawberry Private Limited, Banana Private Limited, and Mango Private Limited. Of course, names changed. I had three different bosses, and I wanted to adapt different leadership qualities from everyone at the start and become an epic leader. On my first day in Strawberry Private Limited, my boss called me in his cabin and told, Nutan, list it down. We work on A, B, and C technologies. By our next meeting, please brush up on your these concepts. He started giving me broader view of the team's work. After a few days, he called me again and said, I know you have just graduated from college, but I expect more output from you. I am not seeing this output. Just remember, I am Strawberry Private Limited for you. I can terminate you. I was confused and thought, is this what leaders do? But I don't want to be this kind of a leader. I wanted to be a different kind of leader. I don't want to hurt people's sentiments. I was still looking for my leadership qualities. After a few years, when I joined Banana Private Limited, my boss was a super busy person. But whenever I wanted something from him, I used to go to him and he used to solve all my problems just like this. But after some time, I realized I did not learn as much as I wanted myself to learn, because there was always somebody who spoon fed me for all my problems. At the end, when the appraisal cycle came, he did not know what I worked on, what my efforts were in the team. I did not get my promotion. Once again, I was confused. I thought I want to be a leader who helps and solves issues, but do I want to be such a leader? I was still looking for my leadership qualities. Then comes my third boss. When I joined Mango Private Limited, my boss introduced me to the whole team and told me to set up my system and take help from anyone I want in the team if needed. After a few days, we met again and to set our goals. For me, as an employee, for him, as my boss. We had regular one on ones to keep track of my progress and his progress as well. He used to show me the path, but not walk with me. Once I went to him with one of my issues and I told, "Hey boss, I'm not able to solve this issue. Can you just help with this?" He did not give me an immediate solution, but he broke down the problem in several parts and told me to come up with a solution instead. One day, in my thinking of the day process, I realized that yes, this is what I want to be. I won't hurt people, will make sure to be updated on their progress as well as mine, and not make them dependent on me. Now, as I'm mentor for many people, I guide them, I show them the path, and together we try to break down the problems. When they solve their problems, they would think they have done it by all by themselves. They will be very happy. This is how I realized my leadership style is effective communication. The process of this realization was slow but steady as an art. That's why, fellow Toastmasters, leadership is an art. Back to you, TMOD. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Newton. Sorry, I was having a little bit problem, okay? Without further ado, first of all, let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Newton. Virtual, okay? Thank you, Toastmaster Newton. The speech was epic. You could feel it, and your experiences with different leaders and how it was sometimes difficult for you, sometimes you learn, sometimes you didn't, and then you try to uh, find your own definition of leadership. Thank you for sharing that with us. And without further ado, we will move on to the next evaluator who will introduce the project to us. Toastmaster Jemima Afote, can you please open your mic and share the objectives of Toastmaster Angel Larena's speech? Thank you. Toastmaster Jemima. Toastmaster Jemima.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day. I don't see my speaker around. Can you hear me, please?
Yes,
Hello?
can hear you, Yes.
I'm audible. It's Toastmaster.
Yes, yes, you are
A
audible.
bit of feedback.
Okay, so Toastmaster Lorena in the room.
I don't see anyone in the waiting room, and I don't see any name that matches Toastmaster Lorena. So I don't know if Toastmaster of the day would like to move on to the next speaker whilst we wait for our second speaker to join. I've sent a message and I hope it is noticed soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very sorry for that. It is not in the plan. So we will move on to the next project speech, which will be, I will call upon the evaluator, Toastmaster Nancy, to please introduce the objective of the project to the audience. Toastmaster Nancy, the floor is yours.
Hello, good morning.
Good
Can you
morning.
hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
so this
Good morning,
morning,
Toastmaster Nancy. We can hear you.
okay, this morning I'm evaluating Patricia. Her speech, the purpose of the speech is for her to practice developing and presenting a longer speech. She's completing this project to build the skills necessary to engage audience for an extended period. The member can develop a humorous, informational, or any style of her choice. And she's supposed to deliver an engaging and keynote style speech. So basically for her to engage us for a longer period of about 18 to 22 minutes. I wish you all the best, Patricia.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nancy, for this clear explanation of the objectives of Toastmaster Patricia's project. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our DTM, Toastmaster Patricia. Toastmaster Patricia is the founder of Perissos Horizon, a startup management and training consultancy, which is sponsoring this club we are in today. We are very excited that you are sponsoring us. Thank you. And she is also a host of the Perissos Horizon chat room series on her YouTube channel. She does that to inspire the audience through the experiences of her guests, which is amazing and epic. Uh, she is the current VPE of Perissos Horizon Toastmaster Club, and that's why she was able to bring a lot of people to this meeting today. So thank you for that. It was epic. So yeah, she is a married woman with two daughters. I have 8 sisters, so I can feel you. Congratulations for that. And yeah, without further ado, uh, I will pass the floor to Toastmaster Patricia. Vision boards for goal achievement. Toastmaster Patricia, vision boards for the goal achievements. DTM Toastmaster Patricia, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Today, I have entitled my speech as Vision Boards for Goal Achievements. And whilst I prepared to present the speech, my mind went back to a verse from the Bible that I love so much. In summary, It energizes me and reminds me to write down my vision and to make them plain, so that anytime that my eyes look upon it, it will urge me to run with it. Most often, we aspire to achieve certain things in life. That desire, that feeling, that urge to do something is all fundamental to actually achieving that thing. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I would love to see in the chat room in a few minutes what some of your goals are, because this wouldn't be the platform to help you craft your vision for your life if you don't already have one. So, vision boards for goal achievement. What is that all about? One may be thinking, so should I get some nails and get a board and make sure that I hit the nail right on the head and put it all over my house? Is that what a vision board is all about? Not really. Before you even think of what vision boards are, you must understand one fundamental truth. You can have all the lovely quotes, photos, have all of the big dreams that you want to achieve, in fact, painted into the walls of your room or your house. And if it does not urge you towards a clear destination, not always clear, but if it does not drive or direct you to achieve something purposeful, then you wouldn't be energized by it when you see it. So I want us to bring our minds back into this very room. I want us to refocus our energies, our emotions. I want us to, as it were, power up ourselves, charge ourselves for something. We are fortunate to be in a virtual meeting, but in times past, probably 2 hours ago, I would have been running helter-skelter, ensuring that I've got the club lectern, the banners, I've got people's magazines that I've picked from my mailbox, etc., all loaded into my car boot. I would have been running, looking at my messages, ensuring that I'm directing people to our meeting location. And I would have ensured that my car was able to start heading towards the hotel where we would usually meet. And it is because I had a goal. That goal at the time in mind was to make sure that I was there on time to receive guests and members, to welcome them, but before then, to ensure that the room was set up and was ready to welcome everyone. So you see, before you even start to think of what, to think of how, to think of where, you must have an ultimate goal in mind. That ultimate goal fits into what would help you realize or achieve that vision. So I want you to look at vision boards for goal achievements as, where do I desire to be? Is it going to take me weeks? Is it going to take me months? Is it going to take me years to get to that very moment or to get to that very point? You see, when Perissos Horizon Toastmasters as an idea dropped in my mind, it was because at the time I was a member of the US Embassy Toastmasters. where we had an international community that engaged and met every first and third Fridays. A few had challenges because of the time that we were meeting, and therefore they opted for a weekend club. So that became one aspect of the vision, to create a club that will meet on the weekend and to ensure that it was able to attract an international community that was focused on not just attending one meeting after the other, but purposefully to use the competencies and skills that they're able to develop to keep scaling higher heights. And so that became the vision of the club. And so you realize that most of the things that the club reflects and the things that as a founder I seek to embed into the club and our culture resonates with the vision. And so you see, even in our organizations, we end up walking into our offices. And here I want to see in the chat room, as you reflect on what it takes to actually bring your vision to pass, I want to see in the chat room, when you walk into your office, okay, how many of you have the vision of your organizations posted in your workplace, either in the corridor somewhere, or in the supervisor's office, or in every manager's office? Who can tell us if you have cited the vision of your organization in your office space before? Feel free to unmute if you want to do that. Unmute, and I'm going to look at the chats. Can I see by hands those who have ever seen the vision of your organization? Okay, are we together?
Does the
wonderful. So
does the university count?
Oh yes, a university. I mean, it can be for your institution accounts. So just let us know if you have cited that. Yes, I see Nutoli. Nutoli, yes. Could you tell us about the vision that you have cited? I mean, I'm not expecting you to repeat it verbatim, but then if you can just highlight on what you see. Feel free to unmute yourself.
Hi. Hello, everyone. So yes, I work with Access Bank Ghana, and our vision is to be the world's most respected African bank. And this resonates in everything we do. And so it's almost always in all the presentations we have. Yes, that's it.
Wow. I mean, it's already sending goosebumps on my skin to be the world's most respected bank. And you would realize that every time you walk into that office and you chance on that vision, it will definitely do something to you, because it serves as a reminder. It becomes that top of mind awareness that the organization or your company wants you to imbibe. It wants you to always picture it. And that is why Frank now says that when we visualize our desired outcome, we begin to see the possibility of achieving it. Through visualization, we catch a glimpse of what is, in the words of one writer, our preferred future. So, as members of Toastmasters, we have joined an organization with an envisioned future to be the world's best preferred organization when it comes to helping people become more effective communicators and leaders. And as we continue to visualize that future, that desired outcome, it sends some energy in the minds and in the actions of the people such that everything they do begins to align. And that is what vision boards do for you. Now, you can have a digital vision board, or you can have the physical vision board that most of us are used to. And you can have what I love to call the vision board that is right here. Mhm. So you recall those times where you walk into your company and you you see this colleague who was part of the beginning of that organization. For all you know, they had all of the right qualifications, whether it was in academics, whether it was in the technical knowledge or expertise, whether it was with the hands-on and output, they excelled. But they may not have had the opportunity to be placed at the right position or role that they were qualified for. But we see them all over in an organization. Maybe in your company, there is somebody like that you know who never gave up, who though was a managerial, what we call a managerial material or an executive material, did not find it out of place to begin right from the front office or to serve as a clerk or probably be an assistant to somebody else until the right time. You see, that meant that the person has a vision. They know where they want to be. They get it, they understand it, but they know that it will take some time, it will take some things, and it will take building certain key, what I'll call building blocks, in order for them to move from one stage to the other. Your organization probably would want to be the best when it comes to on-time customer service, delivery, and that picture or just that inscription in and around the office space, always looking back at the people, sends a certain signal. Very soon, all employees begin to do things in such a way that it begs the question, is this going to ensure that we serve our customers on time and therefore become the best in the market? It begins to do something to the person who would receive a document and needs to peruse it and sign it off quickly to the next department to begin to do things on time because they remember the vision of the organization and they must begin to do things that would align with that vision. So that brings us to one critical aspect of vision boards to create that envisioned future. Can I see? I mean, you can unmute yourself and let us know, or just put it in the chat room. I'll just look at it. How many of us have ever thought about what our dream home can look like? Have you ever thought about your dream? Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and so share
All
with
the
us.
time.
Share with us, what were some of the things that you thought about as you pictured your dream home?
Oh, okay, me?
Yes, please.
Oh, Hassan. Okay. When I usually think about my dream home, I see a big house because I would like to have a big family, so many rooms, a big living room, and have a masjid where I can pray in my home, and have a cinema because I like movies. I would like to have a little cinema in my room, uh, like to prevent me from going outside every time. I can watch movies with my family, and then have
I love
a
that.
gaming room.
You see, I want to stop you right there. I love something you said. You had that vision to have your own cinema room to prevent you from going out. You see, so
Yeah.
I want us to look at the fact that when you have a vision of either a dream home, a dream job, or you're thinking of how your family should be or become, you are not simply asking an architect to give you just a 4-bedroom house or a 3-bedroom house or a 2-bedroom house. Your dream home, no, don't get me wrong, it is not what you would choose if you were just starting life. We all know the Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And so, as we say, you will cut your coat according to your what? Some will say your size, others will say according to your material. And that is true. So your dream home is not what you would make do because of your current circumstances. But remember, your dream home encompasses or comprises of all of the things that will bring out those feelings, bring out that state of mind, bring out how you want to be, how you want to live your life. And that would relate to every other thing that we desire in life and inform what things we put on that vision board. I would want somebody else to also share with us what comes to mind when they think of their dream career or their dream job. And here I want us to understand that your current job may not necessarily be within the career path you desire to be. But remember, you must start leading, you must start working, you must start living life from a certain point until you are able to arrive at that envisioned future. So may we have one or two more people share with us what your envision of dream is. Yes,
I can
Newton?
share. Actually, I was very excited about to share about my experience. I have really worked hard to get my dream job. I am in my dream job. I have dreamed like this job for so many years, and when I got it, I'm like, yes, now it's everything is complete. Like whatever I'm doing, I love doing that. So I heard people like, oh my god, every time work, Sunday, Saturday work, blah blah blah. But yeah, I just love whatever I'm doing right now. So yeah, this is my dream
Amazing.
job.
Amazing. And you see the excitement and the fulfillment that has brought within you because we can see it. I can feel it. You can't even put it all together in words because words cannot even be enough to really define it, isn't it? So, whatever you put on your vision board must start with some basic questions that you ask yourself. And here, okay, wonderful. You have your where, your how, your what, and your when. And you can ask this question in different forms. Where do I want my dream house to be located at? Where do I want my dream job to be? Or where do I want to find myself in 3 years to come, 4 years to come, 5 years to come? Now you will look at how do I get there? So it's asking that question about how do I get there that really drives us to work towards achieving that goal. As a child, my dream job was to be high up in the sky, probably still with that idea of scaling higher heights. I simply wanted to be a flight attendant. And so from school, I just was focused on things related to geography, economics. I wanted French. I was just asking myself the questions, how do I become this flight attendant? So you realize that whatever you put on your vision board, it just doesn't end in the photos and the quotes, but it will always let you ask the questions, how do I get there? And as you ask those questions and you reflect and you meditate, it will drive you towards something. And so it didn't pain me to pick the trotro that we called at that time in Ghana, to walk every day from 37 to Alliance Francaise back home through the same route, because the money could only afford that much of transportation, so that I can learn French. Eh oui, je peux parler français, je peux m'exprimer en la langue française, je peux entendre quand un francophone parle avec moi, même si je ne peux pas comprendre tout, je peux savoir ce qu'il veut dire. And that is because I asked where, and I did certain things along that angle. I want you to understand that visualization doesn't work in a vacuum. It will take consistency. It will take commitment, and you will have to be courageous. You would have to be courageous. You would have to know where you want to be and be ready to take a certain stance. Sometimes it will take courage for you to even pen down that application letter when you know that about 4 key requirements are not on your CV, but something tells you go for it. You would get that opportunity to attend that interview and you can make it. All right? So you would need to understand that whatever goes on your vision board, it must have that consistency. You must stay committed to achieving or realizing that goal, and you would have to be courageous if you want to keep it. As we wrap up, all of the stories, the examples we have heard, it was all because somebody decided on what they wanted. They pictured a certain scene in their minds, and they imagined some steps that they needed to take in order to get to that successful conclusion. And it would take daily visualization. You know, somebody will call it daydreaming. Oh, I tell you would have to dream because it is free. Today, I may not be able to show you all of what is on my vision board or tell you all about it, but every day I look at my vision board. It tells me where I'm coming from, where I am, and it tells me a story of how I've been able to sail through different challenges, but still going strong. And it gives me hope that the future is definitely going to be brighter. This is what you need to think about when you put down your inspiration for your vision board. It shouldn't just be pictures. No, it must tell a story that draws you like a magnet until that time where you can sit down and look at all of the things that you've been able to do, and it gives you hope for all the things that you can be able to do. It will begin if you start leading. Lead yourself. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, thank you. Can I have a very big round of applause for Toastmaster Patricia? Please, everyone, give a very big round of applause. Thank you. I would like to sum up a bit about Toastmaster Patricia's speech. I learned a lot. I learned a lot in a sense that she took us through her story, as she said at the end. Our vision board needs to be a story that we tell people. A story in a sense that we need to have our vision. We need to accept the fact that we have to daydream. Because if you don't visualize your dream, you cannot realize it. You have to be committed, consistent, going through it. And thank you very much once again, Toastmaster Patricia. Now, can I know if Angel is in the meeting?
I'm still scanning the room. I don't think Angel is here. Oh, see, he says sincerely apologize, internet cut out. Okay, so I think we can throw in some table topics and get everybody engaged. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day.
Okay, thank you. Without further ado, I would like to give some topics that I will take from Toastmaster Patricia's speech or her presentation, because like we were talking about dreaming, leading your own life, and visualizing your dream. So can I have any volunteer to by the way, I don't have the topics prepared. You guys have to know that it will be an impromptu topic for an impromptu speech, okay? Thank you. Guys, any volunteer? We'll have like 3 speakers. Neon guys, come on. Can I have Pretty Narayan? Pretty Narayan. Guys, I am feeling alone. Can you hear me?
Yes, hi, this is Preeti here.
Okay, thank you. I will give you a topic, okay, related to visualizing your goal. Uh, can you tell us what is the why you are waking up every day? Why do you wake up every day to do what you do throughout your day?
Am I audible and visible clearly?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And your beautiful smiles is shining in the room.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. So for me, life is very beautiful. Every day brings something new, something fresh, a beautiful joy, a beautiful laughter, a beautiful challenge that I would like to take up. So every morning, the first challenge is to actually get up before the alarm rings the second time. So I always like to keep an alarm at 4:30 in the morning. And when the alarm rings, I get up. And that's the first challenge. Once I don't sleep off again after snoozing the alarm. That's my first challenge of the day achieved, and I feel great about it. And each and every minute that passes, I feel that life is beautiful. It brings several beautiful moments. My daughter gets up, she comes and gives me a big smile and gives me a tight hug. That's a wonderful feeling, and I really look forward to it every day. um, Work happens. Yes, there are not so great moments, but working through those challenges is something that is part and parcel of doing your dharma and doing your duty towards your work. And towards the end of the day, when I cook for the family, make such dishes which actually the entire family gets together, sits on the dinner table and eats together and relishes the food I make, that itself brings joy and happiness to me. So the purpose, if I have to put it together and explain why I get up early in the morning, it's a very good question. I was lost for a moment, but I think just these small things in life that bring me happiness, bring me joy, and bring that challenge which I like to beat every time and excel every time in my life is what makes my life beautiful. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Preeti Narayan. I hope I'm getting your name correct. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing that with us. Like, I will like to state again that the little things in our lives really matter. Even though people, a lot of us overthink what we do for others. We think we need to do a huge thing for people to appreciate what we are doing. But no, sometimes just asking someone, "How are you? Are you okay?" those little things those little questions that we can ask people can change their day, how they feel. So please don't neglect little things to do in your surroundings, for your family, for your friends. That will really change their life. And I would like to move on to another speaker. If the timer, do we still have time to get one or two speakers? Timer.
I see Martha. Martha.
Timer, are you around?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you. Do we still have like time to take two or three table topic speakers?
Okay, we are left with 16 minutes, so maybe only one for the evaluators
Okay.
and the other participants to have time to play their roles as well.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. So we'll have another speaker who would like to volunteer. Anyone?
Martha is ready.
Guys, come on.
I can go.
Who?
If Nutan, if somebody else is not taking up.
Norton, I'm really excited that you want to, like, oh my God. But I would like to give the chance for others to speak, okay?
Okay.
Guys, come on. Don't let her do all the job. We are a team here, so let's, anyone? Martha.
Martha.
Yeah, Martha. You want to try? You have nothing to lose.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Thank you for volunteering. Okay, I will give you a quote, okay? And you will try to share your thoughts about it. Don't be afraid of change.
Okay, sure.
It is leading you to a new beginning. I will repeat. Don't be afraid of change. It is leading you to a new beginning. Toastmaster Martha, the screen is yours.
Oh, okay. So don't be afraid of change. It's leading you to a new beginning. My thought on this is sometimes there are little change family, being it friends, we lose some of them. But besides losing those things that are in our life for a brighter future somewhere else. So we don't have to focus so much on the change, but the outcome of the change. That is what matters. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Martha, for volunteering. And without further ado, I will pass the floor to the master of today's meeting, the general evaluator. General evaluator, Toastmaster Gopal, the screen is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Isaiah, for passing the control. That was a wonderful, or rather, I would like to say the epic round of prepared speeches and table topic rounds. Very well, very insightful rounds. Now, apart from this, when we have completed our speeches, now we look for evaluations, right? So this is the evaluation round which I was talking about at the starting of the meeting when I was called upon. Without any delay, I think that we do not have our first speaker, so there will be no first evaluation. We'll directly jump upon to the second evaluation. To evaluate second speech, we have Toastmaster Jemima. Toastmaster Jemima, can you start with your prepared evaluation? And I would like to tell the timer that the timing guidelines for prepared speech round is 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes we will show green card, 2.5 minutes will show yellow card, and 3 minutes will show green card. And after it, we'll have 30 seconds of grace period to wind our evaluation up. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Jemima.
Toastmaster, I believe it's Toastmaster Daniel who's
supposed to evaluate this particular speech? I was supposed to evaluate Toastmaster Lorena's speech.
Sorry,
Guys, sorry. Am I the only one who cannot hear?
It's problem for her side. From her side, I guess. Okay, so quickly, can you tell me the name of the evaluator who will evaluate? Sorry to it.
We have two evaluators, Daniel and Nancy.
So Daniel has left us. Okay.
Nancy.
Achha, Daniel is here. Is Daniel here?
He had to leave for his other meeting.
I guess.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
so
right. So I was right. Daniel is
Go
also
ahead
left for
with the
another
open
meeting.
evaluation, or I can take evaluation from audiences.
I guess that Daniel will provide a hard copy of evaluation to the speaker, I guess, as Patricia mentioned earlier, right? Okay, cool. So now we jump on directly to the third speech, leaving first and second aside. The second speech evaluator is Toastmaster Nancy. So Toastmaster Nancy, the dice is all yours. Welcome.
Thank you. Congratulations, DTM Patricia. Such an epic speech. You never disappoint. You chose a topic beneficial or relatable to all the audience. Vision and mission statement of an individual or an organization. There was an excellent engagement by asking questions and allowing the audience to share their opinion. I like the way you respectfully made an audience or someone who had volunteered to comment on the floor to end his speech by drawing our attention to an important point the person made. That was a great skill, an excellent skill that we must all learn, because if you don't do that, you allow people to drag your speech. That was great. Now, what you can work on. It would have been an epic if you gave the chapter and the verse of the Bible you reference to for reference purposes. I believe some people would want to know where to get the vision and mission stated in the Bible. There is also an improvement in the long pauses. Normally, when you have long pauses, it makes the speech sound more of a poem than conversational. And I see an improvement there. Well done. To challenge yourself, I will challenge you to incorporate humor in your next long speech. Humor brings laughter in the room and it relaxes the audience and also breaks the ice, because we are going to listen to you for more than 20 minutes. And therefore, something should let us stay and listen to you. It shouldn't be at a point where people will run to the washroom and come back. So next time, please incorporate humor in your next speech. I think all in all, it was a great speech. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy, very much for your recommendations, commendations, and a challenge too. Now I would further like to evaluate the evaluator, but after I call upon my tech team to give the timing guideline, to give the timings report for evaluation round. I would like to call Toastmaster Anik. Toastmaster Anik, can you present the report?
Thank you to our general evaluator. I'll start with the speakers. For Newton was allocated 7 minutes. She took 6 minutes and 6 seconds. Newton was within time. For DTM Patricia was allocated 22 minutes. DTM Patricia spent just 23 minutes and 43 seconds. DTM is just a little bit over time. just a little bit. As for the table topics, table topics, we had Preti Naraya. I hope I'm spelling very well the name. Preti Naraya spent 1 minute and 58 seconds. She was allocated 2 minutes. Naraya is within time. As for Martha, she spent 34 seconds. She is within time, but just a little bit under allocated time. As for the evaluators, Nancy Michaud, who were evaluating DT and Patricia. Nancy spent 2 minutes, 14 seconds. She was allocated 2 to 3 minutes, so she is within time. In general, I will say that all the participants have managed to respect the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Anik Timer for today for giving us the extensive report and proper correct report. I guess your timings or your watches are on good battery backup so that you provide us that correct report. Congratulations everyone who has been qualified. Now I would like to call upon the AHA counter and grammarian for today. He is no other than Toastmaster Kareem. He is playing the dual role. So Toastmaster Kareem, please present both of your report. Now, over to you.
Thank you so much to Toastmaster Gopal. It has been a hectic ride doing two assessments at the same time for each person. But let me start with saying that congratulations for the speakers. The speeches were very, very impressive, and the meeting was very, very inspirational. And it's definitely a very impressive meeting to come back at. So I'll start with the A counter report. So for our A's, we have Nancy Michaud having 3 A's only, Patricia having only an impressive 1 A through her 22-minute speech. Nuta Butra, no A's in her speech, which is very impressive. Daniel, when he was here, he didn't have any A's. Isiaga, he had 7 A's. Mr. Gopal, you only had 3 A's, and Preeti, you had 10 A's. That's for the A counter report. So let's also remember that having A's in our speech, like what I'm having A's right now and having pauses, that's not something bad. It's just something to remind us to breathe more and to focus more on how can we pause effectively within our speeches. Then moving on to the grammarian report, we have the English throughout the meeting was perfect. There was no any English fallacies. I loved the English throughout. We all come from different backgrounds. I'm not a native speaker of English. I'm Egyptian. We have Indians. We have people from Ghana. This is very impressive. All of us had a really good structure of English throughout the meeting. So I love this. And what I also really loved is that the epic, the word of the day was used by almost all of the members. Gopal, you said it 1 time. Isiaga said it 4 times. Nuta Butra used it in her speech 1 time. Nancy used it 2 times. I sincerely apologize if I skipped anyone or if someone didn't pass me, because my brain was focusing on 2 things at the same time. So if you've used the word, please say it so. And that was for the counter and the grammarian reports. Thank you so much, guys.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Kareem, for your report. Again, I would say that was a lovely report. I would like to generally evaluate the meeting right from the start. So I would come to you when I evaluate the tech team. So now coming on to my report as a general evaluator. Now I would like to tell that what I have heard about Africans First, how the nature I have heard about from different kind of people, or by whatever I may know, I generally heard that they are very much welcoming people. They are happy people. They are cheerful people. So that's what I witnessed today. As a SA and also VP for the club, Patricia welcomed me with all the grace and full of energy which she can manage for the meeting. She also played a beautiful song at the starting of the meeting, or before the meeting, I said, to welcome all the guests, not me, all the guests. So she was also talking to all the people before the meeting to make them comfortable. She knew that all over the globe people are joining today from all over the world. So she introduced, he also told that, please tell me from which country you are and write it down in the chat box, and also all the good things were done to welcome a member. Secondly, a recommendation: when you play an essay role, when we played essay role in an offline meeting, an essay had to arrange all the meeting room, means right from table, chair, or letting the guest in and all. So the set of instructions were different that time. But to be an essay right now, we have to prepare a complete new set of instructions for online meeting. So if we can prepare that and we can present that at the start of meeting, like please unmute yourself when you do not speak, or keep the video on when you speak. These are the recommendations which we can do, which we can follow from next meeting. No hardship in writing those down, so that can be taken care of upon. And rest, I was seeing that all the peoples were highlighted or spotlighted correctly when they spoke. So very well done, very good job done there as an SA or as an VP, Patricia. I commend your job. Coming to Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster of the Day had a wonderful topic which says start leading. We all want to be leaders, right? Apart from communication, we all wanted to be having a set of good leadership skills. That's why we joined Toastmaster International. The topic definitely matches with the topic there by selecting a good topic. I could see that Toastmaster Isagia was also concerned about time. He was giving people that take 20 seconds only and then introduce yourself. So that was a very good job done there to manage time and then introduce guests also. So good, no recommendations as such in large point, but one recommendation that can be easily taken up from the next meeting is make the session more interactive. Apart from introducing guests, make the session more interactive. So make the session more interactive. Apart from introducing guests, that is a different motto or protocol for the Toastmaster meeting, I say, by asking some leadership questions, maybe like, Patricia, what do you feel about this type of leadership skill? Or Kareem, what do you think? What type of leadership skill you have? So people feel that they are included in the meeting, all the guests and all. So that can be a point taken care of. But again, today I saw you for the first time, and I do not think that any major drawback was there. Nothing can be said upon. So very well job done. Speaker, we have a sudden dropout today. I saw that Patricia was working day and night, collecting all the introduction for and mapping all the people for the meeting till last minute of the meeting. Very job done there also. But suddenly, I don't know why the things happened and speaker couldn't speak. So that affected evaluators also, right? So if one person is missing out, something is in the meeting, it is a chain of reactions which happen. So evaluators suffered, and then a sudden table topic event was planned. So again, to cover up that time, table topic session came into rescue, and we all definitely enjoyed it. So that was a very well job done there. Coming to evaluation round now. As an evaluator, today Nancy only presented the report. One suggestion for Nancy only: when you give a suggestion that, Patricia, you want to do this to improve your speaking skill next time, like let's say, Patricia, by telling this, I do not suggest you anything, I only order you to do that. I should also tell you how to do this. Like you say that I am very sad today, so it will not look fine, right? I am smiling and telling you I'm looking very sad. I was very sad today. An evaluation, please tell the speakers how to do it. So that can be a plus point. Apart from that, I thought that you also told all the commendable points about Patricia's challenge. So that is all good points done there. Now for timer, all the timing reports were very apt. I feel you were very apt in showing all the cards. Only one suggestion: when you introduced your role at the starting of the meeting, you should have shown those cards, that red card or green card, which you will be showing it, or you didn't show it. So that can be a point, because my network issues are also very frequent. So I do not know if you showed it really or not. So that can be a suggestion. Coming to R counter and general evaluator. R counter report, you could have commended people who didn't used any R's and ums at the starting of the meeting. So I think that that can be a point of improvement. Rest. Second suggestion is, if any person uses more than 5 R or ums or any common word which is used frequently, that can be skipped. Means you can say that, Gopal, you used more than 5 hours in a meeting, not specifying 10 or 13 or 20. So I feel that, oh, 13, he's telling in front of all the people that I used 13. So that can be taken back. 3 to 4 words can be specifically told that you used it 3 to 4 times. But if I am using it for more than 5 points, that can be limited to saying that you have used it more than 5. Nothing more. Grammarian's report, the word of the day was very good. Many people used it. I feel that you also told that you commended flawless speaker at the beginning. So that was a very well job done there. At the starting of the meeting, when you introduced epic as a word of the day, you could have also asked people to use at that point of time also. Like, Karim, can you use the word of the day? Can you try using word of the day now itself? So if a volunteer uses 2 or 3 times at that particular time, so it sits in my mind that yes, epic is only word of the day. You posted epic as a word of the day in chat box also. That was very good, very good. So people who didn't listen to you at that point properly, so they would have gone to chat box and seen as a word of the day is epic. So very good job done there also. Am I leaving someone? No. Toastmaster president also started the meeting on time. Very well, good. So that's my report, an extensive one. I think maybe very good meeting to be joined as a G, and I think that people will work for the points I suggested for this meeting. Thank you very much. Over to you, Vice President Education or President for the club business. I guess I have to hand it over to Toastmaster Patricia. So thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Thank you to all of our role players, especially those who joined us from the Toastmasters International Global Environment. Thank you to all the first timers in Ghana. We say Akwaba. And to say thank you, Akwaba means welcome. And to say thank you, Medasi. Thank you so much. As the acting president of the meeting, I want to move right on to the business session. I love how they do it in District 81 in the Caribbean, where all the various committees give a report to their members. And I look forward to incorporating that in our future meetings. From the VPE Directorate, where I am honored to be the VPE, and we have come to that moment in the Toastmasters International calendar where we nominate and elect new club officers. At this point, I want to remind all members, and here I know we have very few members. We had some joining earlier, but they had to leave somewhere in the meeting. But for record purposes, we are preparing to elect our incoming club officers for the 2021-2022 mandate. And as the Toastmasters International calendar states, it is ideal to have this election during the club's first meeting in the month of May. Therefore, we still encourage all members to nominate not just others, but to nominate themselves. Like the theme, start leading. Toastmasters is the practice environment. We can only improve if we step up and show up and we commit to the journey. It is only by leading that you can actually be proud to say that you are a team player and you have the esprit de corps and you are what it takes to get things done. Like our Toastmaster of the day mentioned in the earlier quote, sometimes all you have to do is use what you have that very moment to do what you can do. And one thing I always tell myself and to others is what you are doing your utmost best. It's what you are doing the very best. It's what you are doing all that you can possibly do. If that is at the back of your mind, then definitely Perissos Horizon Toastmasters Club will be one that you will love being in, because here you will be challenged to put yourself between that rock and a hard place and keep scaling higher heights. So we look forward to having all of our guests joining us at our next meeting on the 8th of May, which is also going to be a special day in the international calendar celebrating mothers. But we are going to have a club officer election, and we continue to encourage members step in and start leading. For guests who joined us later on, please, we are wrapping up. We have 20 more minutes officially to end this meeting, to adjourn it to the 8th of May. But please feel free to unmute yourself, turn on your cameras so we can have some lovely photos shared with you. Please do follow our Facebook page at Perissos Horizon Toastmasters, on Instagram at Perissos Horizon Toastmasters, and on Twitter, it is at Perissos O for official. Thank you very much once again for spending your 2 hours with us. Medasi. So back to anyone who would love to share their thoughts. We have our club secretary, Jemima, with us. We have Toastmaster Anik, who we are praying will become our incoming club secretary. And I love how our Francophones have used the English language flawlessly. I still have a dream where I can speak French like you all do. So please, the floor is open.
I was like, when you started speaking French in the speech, I was like, okay, c'est bien. But then I noticed, okay, this was part of the speech. Okay, you can start anytime. First of all, I would like to thank Toastmaster Patricia for giving me this opportunity to join you guys today. I learned a lot. I met some really amazing people. It was a very interesting meeting. And yeah, this is what Toastmaster is all about. As the topic said, start leading. We need to take the advantage. Once again, I would like to restate that, to use the opportunity that has been given to us by this pandemic to travel around, see how others do their meetings, how what is the cultural difference from your club to other clubs, how they uh, uh, do their speeches, how they, what is the cultural input you can gain, because every day attending your meeting is okay, but sometimes you need to get out of your comfort zone, look out of the box. That's really important, and we have that opportunity during this time. Let's all take it and benefit from it. That's all I have to say today. Thank you everyone for for having me. And yeah, I will have to leave like around 18 because it is already 7 here. I'm fasting. So yeah, thank you guys again for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Who else would like to say something? We have guest Maya, TM Shreya. I just saw your WhatsApp message. Thanks for joining. Would you like to share a few words? Before TM Isiaga leaves, I'm putting something here in the chat. This is for my third DTM project, and I want to make it fun for any Toastmaster around the world. So please feel free to click the link and be part of this event. Toastmaster Shreya, would you like to say something?
Yeah, thanks, Patricia. I heard your speech and Nutan's speech, both were great, but in between I lost my connection, so could not attend full meeting. But it's really good to hear you, and I got this chance even from Gopal because I'm from his Toastmasters Club. So he shared that link and I just joined it today. So it was really an amazing experience today. I saw and all the energy throughout the session. It's really lovable. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you so much. We have RK Siva, Toastmaster Jemima. Would you like to say something? We heard from Nutoli. Guest Maha, would you also love to say something before we wrap up?
Hi guys, this is Maha. I'm from Malaysia. Okay, first thing, I was so excited to join International Toastmaster. I'm a new in Toastmaster, just completed my level 1. I was in the district, I was a dual member for district 51 and 102.
Wonderful.
I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll now hear from Toastmaster Siva, RK Siva.
Hi, I'm Shiva from Check My Toastmaster Club. Finally, I joined at last minute. So I missed that meeting to attend completely. So anyhow, the future meeting, I will attend it. Happy to join this meeting. Thanks, Patricia, to invite me to attend this meeting. Over to you.
Thank you so much. And for those who didn't join early, there's a recording, which I'll share later on my YouTube channel. So feel free to check on there and enjoy the nuggets that were shared earlier. Before we wrap up, I want us to listen to the music one more time and let it inspire us as we go through the rest of our day today. Thank you so much.
Undefeated, oh, jumping out of my
Feel
skin.
free to join. We'll be having a karaoke music time for my third DTM project.
Don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Possible. And we'll dream impossible. I will chase, I will reach, I will fly until I'm breaking, until I'm breaking out my cage like a bird in the night. I know I'm changing, I know I'm changing it into something big, better than before. And if it takes 1,000 lives, and this we're fighting for, it's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beauty. the bottom to the top. We're sparking wild fast, never quit and never stop. The rest of our lives from the bottom to the top. We're sparking wild fast, never quit and never stop. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will go in the dark, turn it dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Possible. And we'll dream impossible.
Woo! Thank you so much. And this is where we end our meeting. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you on the 2nd and the 4th Saturdays of every month. If you're free, just hop on our social media handle, click the link, and spend your time with us. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Great meeting. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.